Well, today is, what is today? Thursday?
Thursday the 7th.
Thursday the 7th, and I leave this Sunday for Maine. So what do? Come over to my friend's place with this awesome Firebird and rip the head off my motor. Because this motor is Series 3 motor. Has a nasty tapping, especially when under load. And the one or two times I've tried lashing the valves, it's always completely different. Like after one run, some of them are too tight to even get the feeler gauges in. Others are just like way loose. So I'm pretty sure it's at least one, if not more than one, roller going flat on the cam. Hopefully I didn't gack the cam, but I did bring a cam with me in case I did and we have enough time to change it. Other than that, it's basically head off, take a look at the rollers. I brought some new rollers. If the cam isn't gacked, replace the rollers that are bad and put her slammer all back together. So with that, right now we're trying to figure out if we should pull off the manifolds or not. And it looks like you got that one.
That one came off super easy.
Yeah, I've had good luck with these bolts. So far with all of them.
Well, so far 2 of them are different sizes.
Yeah, that one's probably a different size than it was originally.
Yeah.
Most of them are about 13 millimeter, or about half inch.
You're missing like 4 cylinders, in my expert opinion.
Oh no.
You got the MSD wires, right?
I've got the MSC wires and high energy ignition, but dude, my coil, it's a Viper. Yeah, you can't.
You could have 6.6 liters like me.
Yeah, but this is 2 1/4. What do I need an extra? What?
Fun.
5?
Fun. It's for fun. All right.
I like my transmission lay shafts complete. I broke one using this motor. I don't need another one broken.
I'm gonna blow up as many transmissions as it takes.
How many transmissions did it take Bronson to get down a quarter mile?
Well,
We'll see.
Well, I got some things coming. Don't worry.
All right. Well, looks like we'll be whipping these manifolds off. I do have gaskets for that, so yeah, to do that. All right. I'll bring you back as things come apart. I think I've already detailed how to do this pretty well. So, well, have a slight update. Well, have the manifold off.
1/3 of it.
Yeah, or 1/4 of it. Almost.
There's a taste in my mouth now.
Yeah, I was going to say not the best plan, but just rolling with it. Yeah, I was wondering why the exhaust sounded louder, but so much for that. The only intact manifold I've got is the nasty old restrictive kind too, but that's at my house. I'm not at my house. So I guess we're just going to slam this together and live with it because road trip.
Road trip.
Makes not losing those 2 bolts easy. Well, I found why I think the manifold broke. You can see it's got the 1-piece gasket there, but also had these 2-piece gaskets in there, which are supposed to be for the intakes to seal, and the exhaust, just live with whatever is there. But let me see. I thought there was one up there too. I know I saw one on this side, but I'm wondering if they put them in with the other gasket and torqued it down and she went pow. Oh, there goes the other one. I'll be able to see on this gasket once I pull this whole thing off. Oh, got the bolts on the downpipe off, so I'm just going to pull the manifold assembly off. So, pulling the plugs to get at the rest of the head bolts. The rear 2 look excellent, running just right. Nice pale color. If I can get
Behind
focus. There we go. Nice pale gray, looks great. Then we get to the front 2. All that white powdery leanness, loveliness. So, yeah, it's not really showing up quite as well in video as it does in person, but wow. Front 2 both look horrible. Front and back 2 look perfect. So, all right, well, here we go. The moment of truth. Let's get those out of the way. Got a pile of bolts that I hope I remember where everything goes. All right, got the, oh no, don't even have to take that out. All right, well, that's a moment of truth. Got this hose back here. I don't want to gack. Might just be easier to unplug that. Now for the moment of truth. Oh shit, there it is. Well, one push rod fell out, but it's better than like the Ford before. Came off cleanly. Whew, yeah, she was getting a little hot in 1 and 2. I'll bet you that pink is from the lead replacement additive. Because I had these cleaned out completely. That's wet. Oil, probably. That's a lot of carbon too. I had this completely cleaned off before I went down to quad state, so yeah. Is that a crack? Nope, that's not a crack.
Where do you think?
Right there. I hope that's just a wavy line. I don't know.
I mean, no matter what, this thing's running out of here.
Yeah. Just going back together.
No matter what. Gang, gang, gang.
Oh, all right. Excuse me. I need to.
Ow! Watch out for that. This is what you get. Sorry. This is well.
It's better than in the driveway.
I was literally about to say that. I mean, you could be outside right now, but
in the rain, not working because
you're in my
rain.
half organized garage right now.
All right, let's check all the rockers. Make sure there's nothing ugly on the bottoms of the rockers, which I'm not seeing. Yeah, a little wear, but I mean, nothing to speak of. Nothing that would make it super hard. Well, that one's a little bit more worn, but nothing to make it super hard to adjust valves. I mean, they feel tight. No sidewards. Nothing sideways. Because sometimes apparently these bushes in here can wear and allow the bush can slide and cam itself up and down, changing the lash. So it looks like it might be cavity related. Alright, one push rod's on the floor. Well, hopefully this gasket will come off without too much of a hassle. Not seeing any signs of burning. There's a few drops of oil here. No, that is oily, which is interesting. Tops of the pistons don't look wet. That's carboned, so I'm not sure what that means. Coolant passages look clear. Yeah, you can see those are choked down way far, and then those are more open. That's all to push the coolant up toward in the back before it recirculates. Yeah. No blowing marks. Let's see if we can't pop this.
Is the gasket supposed to be shaped like that?
Yep.
Okay. It's weird.
What? The composite with the rings?
I mean, just how they're shaped.
Oh, with the kind of weird D shape?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all like that. Any ugliness? No, it looks like it worked good. Got a little contact left, peeled off. Razor will take care of that. There's a bit of a ridge, but I mean, nothing to speak of. Could probably just ring ridge it, or ridge ream it, and put oversized pistons. Those aren't sloppy in the bores at all. Alright, well, next step is going to be pull out these bolts that are on here and pull the sliders and tappets out and have a look-see at those. Because those are what I suspect are gone flat. Alright.
Pray for us.
So I got some of the bolts that retain the sleeves.
What is that special tool right there?
Oh, it's amazing. It's Land Rover tool number 666. You need to get in here.
All right.
So these two were really lean, so I'm just going to try that. I couldn't get that bolt out around that. Couldn't get that one out over that bolt. We'll deal with those later. Ooh, the slides are nice and loose in this.
Oh, sorry, I accidentally missed that shot, but you can. I got it now.
Wow. You can see it's coming out crooked. Oh, sweet. That's what magnets are for. Where'd the magnet go?
It's like right to my right on the. Oh, there it is. I see it. It's on the floor here, where it's supposed to be. You know, gotta keep it on the floor.
We're taking special precautions here.
Yeah, make sure you clean your tools. You don't want any debris or dirtiness getting in your motor while you're.
Oh no! You just want to keep the ball bearings out, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Nice $5 Chinese head gasket right there, and there's another one going back in the car.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's Indian.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Then,
My culture appropriation. I'm sorry. It's 2019.
You can see a wear band in there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad thing. You can see the wear band from the tappet slider. Are these the original tappets? Yes, they are the original sliders because you can see the white metal in them. Front. EW. Oh, that's a new one. But that roller is good. Ooh, maybe it's not good. I can feel that with my finger.
Yeah.
Wow, that one is...
If we throw it on a record player, we could probably hear it play a tune.
Yes. So that one is... That one. Let's see what else we got.
You want me to film the whole...
I'll just film a little bit more. Yeah, these guides are nice and loose in here. Nope, didn't quite. That one's worn down to the brass.
Uh-oh.
That's not bad. The new ones don't even have the white metal in them.
Oh.
The new ones aren't divoted. So these are original
To the motor.
rollers. Yeah, well, they're original Land Rover. That's got a wear groove in it. Those edges are awfully sharp.
Oof. Oof. That just... Sorry, what were you doing?
Not terribly happy with it, but...
Yeah, if you guys want to see content on the Firebird, just tell Ryan to come over more and help me with it.
Yeah, the guide's really loose in there. That's nice. Those will come out easily if I wanted them to. Nope, like that.
Just like that. How did the cam look?
Doesn't look bad. Need to rotate it, but the tapping sounds like a flat roller.
Okay.
So
My bet is on cylinder 1 or 2.
Yep.
That's my bet. Just because of the spark plugs we pulled out.
But the ones that I felt were really weird were in the middle here. With the... I didn't look at the... Oh yeah, that one was worn out. That one's not. That one looks good. Plenty of white metal left. Magnet.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have a white fog coming in. Gotta have to replay the shot.
Incoming. Not seeing any smoking gun. Which I don't like. I want to see one just flat. You know?
Yeah, just so you know.
No, that was
it's concerning when you don't find anything like
wrong.
Like they're like,
It's
don't get me wrong.
else.
Like, it's showing the wear right now.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, that's normal, and it's just kind of concerning. Like, if we pulled one of those out and it was completely shot, we could be like, oh,
yeah,
that
like
was the
if
problem.
it had a flat side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't drain the oil, so there might be glitter in there, but whatever. It'll be fine.
Just reuse it.
Yeah, you know.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
You know, if I get stuck up in Maine and I have to have the guy ship my original block that I'm working on rebuilding up to me,
I'll drive it up to you.
That'd be clutch.
I'll meet you halfway.
Yeah, pushing it. Okay.
What?
No, I'm saying if I blow up this motor and have to have someone drive up, like,
Well, listen, you're just gonna have one of your Land Rover buddies.
yeah, just trailer me back, yeah, catch a ride back.
Honestly, I bet
That
you.
one's good too.
Honestly, I bet if this thing does not make it, well, I have no doubt it would make it up there. But if for some reason it has trouble up there, you're gonna have no
problem.
Like I said, you're gonna go to that show and you're gonna be like, oh, this is bad, and then like 20 guys are gonna be around this car pulling it apart with all their 11mm sockets they all have.
And the watch would just be my car. That's the only one with the 11mm everywhere.
Is that really not common?
I don't know. This is the only one I have. For now. All right, found one that is definitely not good. Not as terrible as I'd expect, but definitely no bueno. You can see the lines kind of going across. There's some pits and whatnot. Not putting that roller back in. There's another line there, I think. Yep. And some pitting. It looks like a little bit of scoring on the sides there and more pitting. Yeah, that's not going back in. That's from number 1. Ooh. Trying to take a look at the cam down in there. It's a nice part about that. What's that? Gotta go around twice. Of course, it's dipping in the oil.
No, we forgot to drain.
Well, it won't because there's troughs.
Ah, yeah.
Does that look like a pit to you? See the black spot right there?
Yeah.
That really does not look good to me. See it right there?
Yeah, I see that, but hang on, move the camera out of the way. I want to look at it with my own eyes, my human eyes. I have special eyes. That doesn't really look like pitting.
Well, let's
I was gonna say, wipe your finger on it.
pull the gooey out.
It just looks like a buildup of like some dirt.
Yeah, but it's on the cam. It shouldn't build up.
Well, I mean, it looks like oil.
Of course I can't.
Here, let me see if I can get it with my.
Oh, I got it. Ooh. Ooh.
Ew.
That's my nail.
All right.
Ah.
So are we gonna pull the cam then?
What time is it?
It's like. No, I don't have my phone on me. I think it's like. Oh wait, I do have my phone on me. It is 7:30.
All right, so basically 2 hours to pull a cam. What we need to do, we need to pull the rest of these out.
Okay.
Slide. The guides don't necessarily need to come out.
Okay. Does the whole front end of the engine need to come off too then?
Yes.
How
Front
long,
timing cover. So
how long
you've
will
got
that
the
take?
nut. I brought the wrench for the nut. Buzz off all the bolts around there. It's super easy if I've got the board to put all the bolts in the right order. But I don't because I forgot it. And then I have to take the distributor drive gear out. That is a royal pain to do. Got to get the timing right. Oil pan off is the easiest way to get the distributor gear in there, though you can do it without it. Have to take the oil filter off to get the drive gear out. I mean, it seems a shame to ruin a head gasket putting it back together right now.
Yeah.
But
at the same time, we're also in a time crunch.
Oh,
Because I got work in the morning.
yeah.
Why couldn't you come on Friday?
Because I work tomorrow.
That's true. Till like 1 a.m. too, right?
Yup.
Well, let's look at the other parts of the canvas to see if there's anything else that can stand out to us.
Just ignore the rest of what's in there. Just ignore it.
Well, I was gonna say, like, yeah, there's pitting on the. Well, were there grooves going across it?
I didn't feel grooves, but those were serious pits.
Okay.
Is that more in there? Gotta get the long reach finger in there. What the? Oh, I can't reach the base circle. Can you reach the base circle? That sounds like pitting too.
I can't tell if it's the angle of my fingernail, because it's like my fingernail is barely touching the cam, like literally, like it's like very little resistance. But yeah, so there's definitely some pitting on the first
Definitely
one.
some very not good.
But like I get the fact that there's pitting on it, but I don't think pitting would be doing all the issues that you're saying it is. Because I think if we saw like a flat spot, it
should be a flat spot on a roller, which
Yeah.
explains why the lash changes.
Yeah, but I mean,
And this one,
like, don't
not
get me
enough.
wrong.
It has it,
Don't-
but
don't-
not enough.
Don't get me
to-
wrong. Like, yeah, like it definitely shows sign of wear, but at the same time, like yeah, there's some discoloration, but like at the same time, like if
There's not enough to change it 10 thou, you know.
Yeah, but like I mean, like even like if I drag my nail across it, like back and forth, like it doesn't really catch on this. So like I don't think that especially if these were the original ones, like it's just kind of showing like, yeah, this is a little discolored, but at the same time, like I feel like if it's really
Yeah,
bad,
it's not
it
the
would be-
smoking gun we want. Is basically
Exactly.
what
We're
you're saying.
trying to find the murder weapon here.
Yeah, so I guess what
just
we
it.
got to do is pull those last two out and see what the damage is. Yeah. I've got a few extra rollers from the wrecked motor that are still good to use. They're not rusty. I could throw some rusty ones in there and just see what the hell happens. I am getting my original motor rebuilt, but I need to go 2,000 miles for this trip, leaving Sunday. So, no. I guess we just pull those last two and see what the damage is. All right. Found something very interesting here. Just pulled, which one was it? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
The one right by the distributor.
No, that one. It was that one.
The oil filter one.
No, it was this one.
Whichever one it was. Yeah,
it was this one. I should put that back where I found it. Put that there. I was looking at this roller. Appear to be some pits there. Ooh, framing. Fuck. There's some pits there. It just kind of seems grimy. But not teabag. But look at this. That is all chewed up. The white metal, it's not even smooth. It's like, feels like grinding paste almost.
But like the two ends of it are just chewed.
Look at that.
I think that might be our smoking gun.
You can't really tell, but yeah, they're not even level anymore. Yeah, so let's have a peek at the cam. I honestly kind of like it. Let's see, 2x.
Ooh. You gotta leave that in.
I'm seeing stuff on the side there.
A little bit. Looks like some heat.
Is that a pit? If their last one was a pit, then that looks like a pit. Battery too low to use flash. No. Well. Charge. Yes, it is.
Oh, is it?
It's still recording,
okay.
yeah. Guess I gotta charge it and
Ooh.
Ooh. I see a big black spot in there. Just went by. And it won't come back. Come back, my black spot. Yeah, that cam's hashed.
Look at my broken phone.
Oh, now you won't rotate. Come on. You pig. There. Oh, it's not like I couldn't push down on the cylinders or
Every
anything.
time you do that, gasoline just comes out.
Oh. My.
Whoops.
Oh yeah, mechanical fuel pump. It runs off the cam.
That's true. I was like, it smells like gasoline for a second. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, and I just filled up too, so I got a whole tank to drain. Put it right in the motor. So that would help, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to turn you off and look at this in IRL, as they say, and bring you back when make decisions and after my phone's charged. So what we're doing right now is we found a lot of pitting and scoring and ugliness in the cams and rollers. No one that got completely flat. Cam does have pitting and scoring on it, but we really do not have time today to swap the cam. And I'm not going to have time before I leave. So what we're going to do is take out the worst rollers, throw in these really nice, like immaculate 2A rollers. Kind of a pity to waste them like that, but the whole set's gonzo. I guess I could use my Series 2 rollers, but I feel bad using those too because they're special. They're hollow. And then we're going to, some of the guides are chewed up. We're not going to use these because they're original white metal. Might pick a couple out of these to use in there to replace the ones with the chewed up white metal so that there's no like junk like embedded in there. So that's what we're doing right now, trying to find what's good, what's bad, what's ugly, and full send it.
Yeah.
All right, so we flipped a coin, and well, what we're going to do, instead of pulling the cam like we probably should, but we don't really have time to do that, we're just going to stab these like new rollers out of the what is it, 71 2A 67 2A motor, and for the worst rollers on there, and just live with them as best as they can. Probably also swap out some of the worst guides, and go from there. Yeah, not fixing the problem, just kind of trying to squeak by for 2,000 miles on some heavy off-road use. Yay! Well, it's currently 1 o'clock and we just got this thing buttoned up. Did already start it, but here we go again, just for good measure. Did timing get off?
Sounds like the battery's dying.
Yeah, but it sounds like it's kicking back.
Just at the end there, it did.
Yeah, that's we didn't touch the timing. Not at all. I'll knock a few degrees out of the distributor. Not that hard. I took out a little bit using the vernier on the Advance. Let's try this now. And there she goes. Alright, I'm going to back her out and bleed her and whatnot. Well, it's currently like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in a church parking lot draining my coolant because I discovered that apparently this gasket didn't seal and it was spraying coolant everywhere. So right now I'm draining it out, trying to get it to the level where I can work with that. I got water to replace whatever I lost. So right now, got that currently draining in there. When I hear it fill up, I'll probably swap it out or just check. It's quite cold and windy too. I'm going ahead and making a new gasket for it because the other one's gonzo. Oh, cold. Well, let's see if that fixed it. Loose connection. I guess I'll have to check that out. Oh, I don't see any spraying water. Looks like there might be a little leak. But nothing that can't be lived with. Alright. I'm going to drive around a little bit more and keep working my way home. There we go. If you want to come over here and fall down.
You know what, Ryan? Fuck you. Maybe I don't want to go over here.
I don't know.
Meh. I'm Bronson. I'm working the camera. Look at this motor. Meh.